What's up, YouTubers? Steve here, and this is episode 5 of the 89 YZ250 rebuild and restore. Hey, get out of there. The task for today is to hey, get out of there. Task for today is to replace some bearings in my suspension linkage. I have this big dog bone, and then these links. Hey, knock it off. And I wanted to share a little tip with you, but first, show you what's going on in the shop here. Okay. The Pro Circuit pipe. Been doing a lot of work with this. It's got some dents in it, of course. Sorry. Got some dents in it, but it, you know, it's a genuine Pro Circuit pipe. Took a lot of elbow grease to get all the rust and shit off of it. But it looks like it's got to be serviceable. Over at the bench, we have the motor all apart right now, and I guess I was pleasantly surprised that there wasn't any sort of wreckage inside. In the transmission, the gears look fine. All the engagement dogs look pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with shafts or anything like that. Nothing seized onto them. The shift forks look pretty nice. There's only one scuff over on this one, and that doesn't look like it's anything to be concerned about. All the bearings seem like they're pretty nice in the cases, and the crank. The crank is OEM. It's in the bag right now, but this is all freshly cleaned and oiled and ready for reassembly. But there's doesn't appear to be anything you know, to be concerned about. Yeah, you can't really see. Oh, actually, you can. You can see the gap on the reed valves. These aren't sealing well. That's an OEM reed cage. So rather than, well, I guess I took it upon myself to order up a Moto Tassinari V-Force 3 for it. So that'll be a little nice addition. Usually improves the mid and low performance. The clutch. So I measured the plates down underneath here, and those all seemed pretty good. They're within service specs, so I don't really have to buy any clutch plates right now. My basket is, or my hub actually doesn't look too bad. There's just some small, there's some scuffing in there, but it's nothing really to be too concerned about. The basket, on the other hand, I don't know if you can see that. There's a good shot of it right there. You can see we definitely have some ridges in there. So I'm probably going to just take a file and touch those up and see how it works like that. And if I don't like the way it works, we'll go ahead and try and find a replacement basket to rivet onto the, you can drill these rivets out and just replace the basket onto the primary gear. So that's pretty much it for the engine. I'm waiting for a countershaft sprocket for the left hand case here. It's like it feels rough, it's not smooth, and I've cleaned it out, so I'm going to just put a new bearing in there for peace of mind, and then replace all the seals here, and start putting the motor back together once I get that bearing in there, and then that'll be like out of the way. I think that's pretty much it for the motor. Wheels, yeah, these are a mess. You know, I've been doing a little experimenting to try and see if I could like refurbish the actual rim, and I mean, we got a real nasty mess inside here from like years of mud and water, and there's corrosion. So I made the executive decision to order some DID dirt stars, and those will go along nice with these Buchanan spokes that I just got in yesterday. So those are all stainless too, so they should look pretty nice. Right now I've got a bunch of bearings here that I'm going to stick into the linkage, and I got my service manual open to help me out here. So one of the things I wanted to show you here was grab a pair of calipers here. Let's say these are the bearings that go in the main dog bone here, okay? And if we measure this bearing, the outer diameter of this bearing here, it doesn't really matter what it is. What we want to do is use that measurement to find a socket that we can drive. Get out of the way here. Get a socket that's just slightly smaller. This is like 1 millimeter smaller, that we can drive or push the bearing out with. We don't want it to be too small, because we don't want to be pushing on the race, for example. And we obviously don't want it to be too large, because then we'd be hitting the dog bone and mess that up. It helps, I've found, to leave the race inside of it, okay? I mean, we're just going to be pushing all of this stuff out of there at once, including the seals, but it helps to like hold the bearing together, because what you don't want to do is like push the wrong way and end up like blowing the needles out of the cage, and then you have an empty cage inside there, which is like a real pain in the ass to clean out too. And I just use a large socket underneath here so that I can actually push everything out through. So I believe this should just come right out of here. This is this says 12 ton on it. So I think it's a Harbor Freight press. I've had it for years. I've done a lot of work with Jeep axles and universal joints, but it comes in. It's super handy for like all kinds of different things. Replacing steering head bearings. You better get out of there. There could be explosion. Now it feels like I may have hit the bottom of the socket. You better don't have a deep socket. This is the seal. This is just a total mess here. Okay, so boom. And this is what we got. This is like so messed up. It's all dried out and corroded and shit. That I can't even get this race off here. It's just like seized in there. So just another example of why you need to like disassemble your linkage every once in a while and re-grease these bearings. They'll last a long time if you keep them clean and full of grease. And if you like blow it off, they just end up getting fouled up and destroyed. So this one right here has like a flanged race on the outside. So this socket is not going to work, and I need to use a bigger one here that'll at least fit the flange. So I'm going to take that and what we're going to have to do is push this race out of here. You're helping, huh? Not much. Do this. What the problem is like when I'm bottoming this socket out here, it's crooked, and I don't want to push on it while it's crooked. And this race is like seized in here. So I might actually have to just hit it with a BFH and see what I can do there. This one's just as stubborn as the other one. got the race out there. What I think I might do is just push on it with this old race. I'm not sure about this plan. I don't really want to stick the new race in that nasty old bearing. Oh. Let's try it. Jesus.